Barggianos Podcast. My name is Chuck. I'm your host of Switzerland, and with me, as always,
Matt.
and we got Matt from a little bit different location tonight. How's it going, Matt?
Yeah, it's going well. I'm actually in Nashville at the Sonesta Inn, Nashville Airport. So, doing a little bit of traveling. Got a little bit of busy season coming up here, but, can't leave our listeners and our audience go without episodes. So we make it work out.
Oh, well, of course not. We can't leave people hanging. Not on that Tuesday morning when they want to wake up and hear Chuck and Matt are here. Absolutely not.
I know it's crazy, but yeah. So, little quick Nashville trip up and down. Be home, really be away just one full day. So
So,
just a short trip here.
okay, well, good. I'm glad it's short 'cause I miss you, buddy. The Barggiano's pretty lonely here. I got it all decorated nicely for you. I got the Barggiano swag going everywhere. I even wore the shirt from the 999 challenge for you, just in case you're getting a little homesick.
I am getting a little homesick. I've only been away for like 12 hours, but a little homesick already. But it's good to be on the road a little bit, I guess. You think about times from COVID to now. Like I used to do a lot of travel back in the day. Then COVID shut that all down, and even your office environment, a lot of places went to work from home, and you didn't have that people interaction. So it's nice to be back on the road, and I know we're a little bit far removed from the COVID space where everything was on lockdown, but it's still you appreciate these moments a little bit more
Sure.
than you did before COVID. Like pre-COVID, it was like, oh, I got to travel again. Now it's like, oh, I get to see like 30 people. So it's a little bit different ambiance that goes on at these things.
You know what moments I appreciate, Matt? I
What's that?
appreciate times when it's time for a drink.
But Chuck, I was trying to skirt that, and I know you wouldn't skirt it. Uh, I the only thing I have, sir, is this lovely what is it? By Sonesta Inn. I don't even know what kind of flavored water. This is Kalawa Falls spring water, sir. I have no beer.
You know what? Your boy always got your back. You know that, right?
Yeah, well, you got a full bar, right? I mean,
I
can you
got
at
you.
least pour me
I
a
got you.
drink?
I brought me down a little Bud Light, a little pour action. I got your Corona.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah,
I'm good for you, buddy. I'll enjoy this for you. How about that?
I'll enjoy my water. We can ring the bell and you know
Ooh,
keep our trend
that one's
going.
smoky.
Mm,
Look at that.
mm.
Just because you're homesick, I haven't got you a coaster.
Oh, look at that. Scan that QR code on Chucky's shirt.
Got the little Barggiano swag. I was checking out some Barggiano swag research today, so be on the lookout, listeners, for some swag, some merch, I should say, not swag.
Merch. Some
Yeah.
merch.
I could pour my
Yeah.
beer.
Did you just fill a little bit on the bar?
I did. It spurted out.
Yeah. It was like excited I wasn't there with you. Or is it I think the beer knew I didn't open your beer this time.
I was just going to say that. I'm not used to pouring or opening my own beers. This is very
Yeah.
awkward right now.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
You're kind of letting me down there in Nashville.
I know. Good old Nashville.
Well, Matt, you know what time it is?
Time for a drink. I mean,
Time for a
pop
drink.
pop this water. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Uh,
For you, buddy.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Double fisted.
Ooh, that's
Love
pretty
it.
good.
Love it.
Got
So,
the bell there.
yeah, I'm out traveling, Chuck. I haven't talked to you other than scheduling this and making sure. But this morning, back on the road, and I think it's the first time ever this has happened to me. And I've taken, I don't know, a lot of trips in my lifetime. But going to the airport, taking a decently early flight, ready to go, got my carry-on, kind of excited for this trip. When I pull into the, parking lot I always pull into, and I was like, oh man, this is cool. The bus is waiting for me. So I'm like, this is all gonna be good. Uh and get everything out. I'm a little slow unpacking, making sure I get everything out of my car that I need, put my key in the right spot so I don't lose it when I go back. And the bus waits for me. The shuttle, that is, the airport shuttle, and go up to the shuttle. Nobody's on there. I put my suitcase on there, and I'm not really paying attention. And I go to sit down, and I'm like, hmm, my ass feels wet. So
Like more than usual.
yeah, more than usual. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you know, I'm like, I can't scoot over because if there is something on the seat, like I'm just gonna like smear it with me. So bus is empty. I just get up and politely move over, and there's a little puddle of water or the liquid, because I'm not sure it was water, liquid on the seat where I was sitting. So my ass is wet. I'm in the shuttle going to the airport, like driving. There's no turning around at this point. And I'm like, oh fuck, what do I want to do? So I get to the airport, and well, I take that back. While I'm on the shuttle, nobody's on there. The driver's paying attention to the road. I grab my phone, and maybe he saw me, maybe he didn't. I put the video on my phone and slightly take a video of my ass to see how bad this is. Like, is it good or bad? And I think I have the video. Maybe I deleted it, maybe I didn't. If I have the video, I'll send it to you and you can post a picture for the listeners. But there's a wet spot on my ass, like visibly. So I'm like, okay, I'll untuck my shirt. Well, I untuck my shirt, and my shirt is not long enough to hide the wet spot in my ass. And I'm asking the shuttle driver, like, oh, is this a slow morning? Like, trying to get a gauge on how busy the airport is. Like, how bad am I going to embarrass myself walking into this airport with a wet spot on my ass?
So you're representing Barggianos to the fullest.
Yeah. Yeah. So I walk into the airport. It is packed like I've never seen before. Like, I have TSA pre-check, and the TSA pre-check line, I flew Southwest. So anybody familiar with the St. Louis Southwest terminal, pre-checks right there. Usually you walk up. No, it's like snaked out and almost out the door.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh, geez. So there's only one bathroom before you get into the gates that you can use. And it's not big. It's got like two stand-up urinals, a handicap, and a regular stall. So I go in there, and luckily one of the stalls was open, but it's a smaller stall. So I have to change clothes in the airport. I'm sweating my ass off, thinking, man, if TSA comes in and sees this guy changing clothes in the bathroom, like, what is he up to? And I fold everything up. I finally get it changed. And then they couldn't take electronic boarding passes either. So then I had to go back, print my boarding pass, go back in. And luckily, because I travel well, I had a travel pack of laundry detergent. So
Of
my
course you
room
did.
was yeah, my room was ready when I got here. So the first thing I did, because the meetings didn't start until noon, the first thing I did was I got into my room, took the pants out of my luggage, because my fear was it wasn't water and it was something real bad and it was going to make all my other clothes smell. Like, that was my fear. I'm sweating on the plane, like, just thinking about
Well,
this.
Matt, how many times have I told you have to bring more than one pair of underpants and pants
Yeah,
on trips?
I know, right? Um, Believe it or not, Chuck, I usually pack one extra change of clothes just in case. And this was the first trip I can remember where I packed just enough clothes, like just the right amount of underwear, the right amount of socks, the right
Murphy's
amount of
Law, baby.
everything. I don't have anything extra.
I
But then
when I
again, Jolie makes fun of me because I am a check bag guy. Like, no matter how long I go, I always check a bag. Um, and this is the first time. I even texted Jolie this morning and said, hey, buddy, you'll be proud of me. I packed in a carry-on. Uh, so that's how much it doesn't happen. So I actually packed in a carry-on this time. But yeah, I came up to my room, washed my clothes. They're hang drying in the bathroom now. So I should be good to go for tomorrow. just a little iron. But yeah, that's my like I was like, today is not my day for sure.
Well, I'm glad your day's getting better. Now you're hanging at Barggianos.
Yeah, but it shows you today's not my day. I don't even have beer. I have water, water, water.
Man, I don't know if anybody else is like that in the audience, but am I the only person in the audience, or only person that when I go on like a 2-day trip, I pack like I'm going to shit myself for 10 days straight. I pack like 15 pairs of underwear,
Mm.
5 pairs of shoes. I might shit my socks. You never know. So
Usually I am, and I don't know what it is. I guess because I was traveling in a carry-on, and I don't do a carry-on. I was like, I'm just taking the minimal. I need a, a pair of clothes for tomorrow and the next day, and I'm going home the next day. So, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday trip. So I'm going home Wednesday. Like, I don't need much. Like,
yeah.
and then, yeah, so my next trip, I will definitely pack extras. Lesson learned. I have never needed that stuff before, but you're right. You want to talk about shitting yourself. Since I pack, since I usually check a bag, I have a pair of underwear and shorts generally in, in my in my backpack because everybody knows I'm lactose intolerant. And if I eat something that I'm not supposed to on accident. Like I've never shit myself, but I if I ever did and I was traveling, I'd always have that extra underwear and shorts in my bag. I might look funny because I might be in a button-down shirt and like some gym shorts and some dress shoes, but at least I won't have shitty underwear on.
Well, you live and you learn. Did I ever tell you what happened to a guy I knew? He was going into work, and very similar situation what you just told. He was going into work. I think he had some like Taco Bell, something really spicy, let's say. Well, he's driving down after he ate his lunch, and he's driving back to work. And all of a sudden, belly kind of starts bloop, 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 starts getting the bubble guts out of nowhere, right? Well, the guy made the number one mistake that you never do. He trusted a fart. And you know what
Oh,
happens when you trust a fart? Farts don't come
yeah.
out. Bad dreams do.
Yeah.
So the story gets worse. So he's going, okay, I almost said, okay, crap. No pun intended. He said, okay, crap. I need to go change my underdrawers. So he's like, okay, I need to find some underwear. But there was a problem. The guy, I believe he was single, and he was in the process of moving, and he had just rented one of those like U-Haul box things. Like they
Oh
drop off
yeah.
the box in your driveway. You put all your crap in there, and then they take it away. Well, he put all the stuff in the box, and he packed all of his underwear in the box. So his idea would be, or what it was, he calls his boss and asks him if he could go to the store and buy him some underwear for him because he just shit himself.
Oh
So
boy, that's an
true story.
embarrassing call. But yeah, so talking about shit, like audience, if you like what you're hearing, like like and subscribe right here. Um, but I do like to hear travel horror stories. Just because people are so misfortunate when it comes to, you know, uh, things that happen while they're traveling. So, audience, if you got a travel story that you'd like to share, and if it's good enough, we'll share it on an episode. Talk about travel mishaps. Like we'd love to hear it. Comment, send us a DM. We're on all the socials, Super 4K, all of our YouTube. But I'll let Chuck go over that because he's got the better spiel than I do.
Well, thanks, Matt. But yes, audience, if you like what you're hearing and you want to hear more and you want to see more, it's good news because you can catch every single episode of the Barggianos Podcast on Super High K on YouTube at YouTube/Barggianos. And Matt, there's a lot of episodes out there to enjoy.
You said super high K. What is high K?
So every episode, I'm telling you, it gets higher and higher. It's Super 4-8K quad neutral
Yeah,
zone 900.
perfect.
Can you
Yeah,
believe it?
so if you like what you hear, like, subscribe, help us out. Like Chuck said, he's got some merch he's been researching, coming soon, at a website near you called barggianos.com. Um,
I was on. I was online today, and I was designing a few things. So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get a preview printed off here and see what you think, Matt. And then we're
I'm,
gonna really bump it up to high production. You know, probably
I,
2-3 million, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Pesos. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So, big swing here. Kids get their school pictures. Did you get them back?
Yeah, we did. I was actually pretty happy this year with the school picture. How about you?
So I only got the one back that was in middle school so far. I haven't checked my
Yeah,
email.
me
Did
too.
I? Okay. No, the picture was okay. My daughter wasn't impressed with it. You know, they're all self-conscious about what they look like or what have you. I thought the picture looked great. She didn't really like it, but yeah, I mean, I good. Chuck, you're a tech guy. Now I know I edit all the episodes and do all that good stuff.
I have no clue
But
how any of it works.
yeah, you're really the tech guy. I couldn't figure out how to order the digital picture. Have you figured that out?
You know, I am a tech guy, and no, I didn't figure it out. They don't make it easy on us.
Okay, I cannot figure out how to order the digital copy to release the rights. Like, I am struggling. Even my wife went on there and she's like, "Oh, I can't figure it out." Because when I can't figure stuff out like that, now spend 10, 15, 20, I get super frustrated and just want to break
Yeah,
something. And I was like, "Here, you're going to have to figure this out. Like, I'll give you the credit card. Like, I don't care. Just figure it out." She's like, "I can't figure it out." She asked me the other day, "Did you figure out how to order it?" No, I didn't figure out how to order it. So they make it complicated. But back in our day, we didn't have to, our parents didn't have to order online, but it was a little bit more like they had to be proactive about ordering stuff. Like now we don't have to be proactive. We're just
we had to grab.
reactive. Like
Our parents had to grab the checkbook.
yeah, they had to grab the checkbook, they had the sheet, they had to fill out your name, your letter in each little box, your teacher's name, and then probably had like 40 packages from them to pick from.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day because we get the digital back. You can buy the CD and you get them back. Did you ever do this as a kid? I remember it was exciting. Everyone would get their pictures back, and you'd get your 8x10s and your class picture, which was really cool. You got to see everybody, but you got the little like I don't know what size, but yay big, the
Yeah,
little bitty. I call
they
them the
were
baseball card selection size.
smaller than the wallets.
Yeah, well, that's the wallets is good. Let's just say the wallets, maybe a little bit bigger than that, but we would get those and then we would pass them out to our friends like it was like Valentine's Day. And then you would maybe write a note on the back of it, or you just write your name, you write the date, and you would trade them back and forth with your friends like they were baseball cards. and then and then you had this like remember the thing you put your photos in the plastic in your wallet and then it would go in your wallet and flip. So if you're really cool, you had like everybody in your class, all your friends inside there, like you were like a prehistoric stalker, and you're like, man, I got everybody I know here. It was kind of like Facebook before Facebook was invented, maybe without the creepiness.
Yeah,
More thinking?
I exchanged pictures with my friends. We never signed them though. I don't know, maybe that just wasn't a thing where I was, but we never signed them. But yeah, my parents would always have to make sure they ordered enough for my friends. And whenever they'd come in, they're like, "Hey, you can't have the big one and you can't have the 5x7s." And I remembered sometimes my parents wouldn't even let me cut like the 5x7s because I wouldn't cut it straight.
Yep.
And like my grandma would always get a 5x7, and then someone else would always get a 5x7. But my grandma always had the grandkids pictures posted in her house. Every year she wanted a 5x7.
Do you remember the grandmas and grandpas? More the grandmas. You'd go to their house, and then if you took out the frame, they'd have like 30 pictures of like
Oh,
every age you were.
every year. Yeah, my grandma was the same way. So she just like basically put it right in front, and then I'll call them the pegs in the back, whatever they were to hold the cardboard in. Like you'd see like from the first picture to like they folded different
Yeah,
after a couple of
it's
years
crazy.
because it gets so thick. Uh, but yeah, I mean, were your parents big on like Mine had 8x10s of us on the wall.
Yes.
And then when they, when we started having grandkids, obviously years later, not so much years later for me because I was very young when I had my first kid, but they would always have a 5x7. Uh, but walking into people's houses these days, like we don't do it with our kids, like put a 5x7 or 8x10. Like, do you think that's faded out? Like, I know some picture
No,
people
we
have
do that still in our
pictures.
hallway.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
As many times as I've been in your house, I've probably been in your house over 500 times. I would have to say over 500 times. I have never stepped foot on your carpet in your living room.
Really?
Never.
You never got to use my bidet?
No, never.
Hmm.
I've always stopped at that kitchen line, even before you got new carpet.
So,
Um,
if you weren't you, I would give a movie reference like Field of Dreams when the guy walks off back into the cornfield and he turns back into the doctor. That could be you.
mhm.
But since you have no relevant any idea what I'm talking about, I'm just going to skip the subject altogether.
I I I remember like a Homer Simpson gif, like where he tucks himself in the bushes, but that's about all I know.
Well, anyway,
Um,
yeah, down the hallway we have a pictures exactly like you're talking
okay.
about, like we used to do it. But I think more people do that than you realize. But it also depends on what kind of hallways you have because we have like one hallway, like we don't have multiple. Like you got a little bit bigger house because you're balling. You got the Barggiano
Yeah.
money. I got the Barggiano studio, so I got the longer hallway. I think so. It's more of a an opportunity to put things up. But we do have all the pictures of them behind them. It's pretty cool to
Okay.
see. And we even have like sports ones. We have like their school picture, and then we have like they rip you off when they make you buy those like soccer like magazine
Yeah.
pictures, like your kid's Pele, and you make you feel guilty if you don't. Yeah, we got those.
N- No, so I always bought magnets for my kids and their sports. So they were like a 5x7 magnet or maybe a little bit smaller. Um, and for my one who doesn't play soccer anymore because she's grown. Um, I had a magnet for every year, and in my old office, it was cool. I had them by
That's cool.
years, and then my next one that played, this is the first year that they didn't get sports pictures done because the email was overlooked. So I won't have a magnet this year. But yeah, I had all the magnets. It's not the school pictures, maybe because I'm just more of a sports guy. But I know you got a lot of digital frames around your house too, where you have slideshows going,
Yeah, I got
100% of the time.
I got those like those. I'm not gonna say the word. They all might start going off the G ones with the Google.
Yeah.
Those have the hooked to your photos, and then I have probably 5 of those in my house. Which it's funny because you and Derek always make fun of me for taking a lot of pictures. I know you're just joking, but you take a lot of photos, and people you just don't really look at all the photos. I mean, there's probably 10,000% more photos taken than when we were kids. Well, I discovered I know when I was not looking at them, so I bought these different digital photo frames, and that ties to my accounts, and they display all the time. So you can change it out, and you can do a bunch of stuff, and I really enjoy it. Like I don't know, just pictures of my mom who's no longer here. She'll pop up, and we'll talk about her memory or just little stuff like that. And yeah, people take tons and tons of photo. You got to video everything. You got to take a picture of everything. But when do you look at it? You don't. So
Yeah.
I
No,
try
I
to. I
get
don't
it.
know.
There's times I go through my phone and, you know, I got both ends of the spectrum. Like, why the hell do I still have this picture? It's like of a random piece of grass or something that I never deleted. But then there's times like one popped up, the iPhone does it. I don't know if the Androids do it, but like on your home screen, every once in a while, you just get a random picture, or I get a random
Yeah.
picture of something. And it was my daughter 10 years ago. We were on our way home from vacation, and she's in a little Steak and Shake hat, sitting there. So it was kind of cool just to text that to her. And I was like, hey, look at this. And then she didn't even know if it was her or her sister that I was sending a picture of her. So it was kind of cool. Just to see that stuff. But man, did your dad? I know my dad was a big person, but going back to the wallet thing, My dad had a shit ton of pictures in his wallet, all of us kids, and then he'd have like my cousins in there. Uh, I mean, you open his wallet, and I mean, it's like three times the size just because of the pictures he carried
It was
around.
like an encyclopedia in his back pocket.
Yeah, yeah. Like, and it's just crazy to me because now we have our phones. Everything's digitized, right? Like, hey, look at a picture of my kid, and we just show them a phone. Uh, or look at my cousin, look at what they're doing. Like, whatever the case may be, everything's digital now. Like before, the old man have to pull out his wallet and like flip through 30 pictures and be like, oh, there he is, there she is. Like, it's just
Right.
crazy how the time's evolving um, from when we were kids to now.
Yeah, it's there's definitely pros and cons to it. I think one photo would mean a little bit more back then, and now it's just like
Mhm.
anything else with technology. If like watching movies and TVs, you got you got too much surplus of it. That's why I like the CDs, the movies. If you got one CD or two CDs and you got to pick what song you like, or I'm sorry, you don't get to skip it. You got to listen to all of them because you only got 20 songs to go. So things meant a little bit more. No one had pictures of their 18 pictures of their their chicken sandwich from lunch
Right.
on their phone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a
Right.
delicious chicken sandwich. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know if you need like a glamour shot of every angle of it.
Yeah. Speaking of chicken sandwich, I wonder what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight. So,
Hey,
you know,
I got something for you. We didn't talk about this before. So you love Love Island, right?
yeah.
That's your show, right? Okay. So the other day I walk in and my wife's watching. It's on Hulu. We're watching TV. We don't sit down a lot. Our schedules are a lot of opposite. So we sat. I walked in and I go, "What in the hell are you watching?" And at first, stick with me.
Maybe
I
I
was like, "What?
already watch it, Chuck. Maybe I already
What are you
watch it.
watching?" And before I tell you what it is, I sat down and I watched like an hour and a half of her with it, and I was got some stories for you. It was the Golden Bachelor. You ever seen it?
Oh, yeah. So is it the new Golden Bachelor? Is there a new one out?
You're like, what season is it? Is Jerry in it?
Uh,
Yeah, I think it just started. And this guy
okay.
had, I guess he went on another podcast and he discussed where he goes, the guy, or he's only he would like a woman like 40 to like uh 60 years old. Anyway, the guy's like 65, and all these women, God bless them, they're like 60, 65, 75. Like the producers are like, no, we're getting you some older women. And the guy, he's an ex football player. He played for the LA Rams, and he's got the personality of a brick. I mean,
Mm.
the guy's a nice looking guy, real muscular. When he's 65, 65, I mean, handsome guy. But I'm not trying to be mean, but like it's not TV interesting. He's just like, hey, you, thank you for coming out. And oh man, it's like a train wreck. I wanted to look away, and I'm like, every other scene, I'm like, what the hell am I watching this for? And Lucy, or it's loosely based on the first, variation of The Bachelor, but it's like with geriatric style. So you got to
Right.
check this out. So I feel like this is something that we could talk about that you may
So
love.
so let me tell you a little secret. So I watched Bachelor in Paradise. Okay. And what Bachelor in Paradise is out of all the seasons in Bachelor and Bachelorette, they like bring people on to try to meet. And so it's like a different variation because you're in an island and like people meet and then they date on the island. So it's not like one bachelor or one bachelorette. It's like there's an offset of numbers. So there's like eight women, six men, and then the men get the roses, so they send two women home for that week, and then they bring in two men, and then there might be a swap and some dating, and then a man might get sent home. But my point being is the last Bachelor in Paradise that just ended about a month and a half ago. I did watch Bachelor in Paradise. They had the old Goldens on there. So I think there's been two seasons of the Golden Bachelor, so like one bachelorette and one bachelor. So they had some of the men and women from that show intermingled with the young kids. that were from the other seasons. So yes, I'm very familiar with what you're talking about. I just watched Bachelor in Paradise. They had some of the old Goldens on there, but I have not watched a full Golden season because that doesn't interest me because I don't know. I don't think that's as funny as like they're not sitting there like jumping each other's bones, making out like all that other shit that the younger ones do. The younger ones I watch because there's no way I am going to sit on a casting couch with you, make out with you, and then walk away, and then another dude come in and like there's got to be something in between, like you're going to brush your teeth or so like it doesn't happen back to back. Like maybe it does, but I just don't think it.
I mean, the stories were hilarious. The one lady she was 70 years old and she is a professional dirt bike rider. What?
Okay.
Like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna change this because I can't get too involved with this anymore. I'm already embarrassed enough. But if you watch that, you let me know, and then let me know if that's something I need to continue to watch. Because I gave it about an episode's worth, but my wife and I were sitting there watching it, and I'm like, what the am I sitting here watching right now? This is hilarious.
I'm not a Golden guy, so I won't be watching the Golden one. I watch a lot of reality TV. Big Brother just ended. I was a little disappointed with the winner there, but you know, Big Brother, that's my favorite show of all time. That just season finale just happened last week. So um is what it is. So
Did you know a lot of interesting Barggiano episodes are coming down the pipeline, Matt?
yeah, I know. It's we got a lot of fall episodes.
We gotta hit the liquor store up pretty soon for a future episode, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's gonna be like more intriguing and enticing than the Golden Bachelor. I promise you that.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good.
So yeah, we got you know, beer tasting, we got Halloween, we just got a whole slew of stuff coming up in Barggianos. I just gotta be home to do it. And next time I'm remote, remember I need a beer in my fridge.
Yeah, I'm actually drinking your beer now. It's delicious.
All
So
right.
thank you.
Well, Chuck, I think we said enough tonight, but I was happy to be able to join and give you some work to do on your editing abilities to make this clean up and make our lips flow with the actual words.
That's sexy. Thanks,
Yeah.
man. I love it. Well, I agree. So thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, Barggiano's out.